FedEx. I think, I don't know if they've told you.
Yeah.
So we are good. We're ready to go here. So what I like to do is just kind of like make an introduction for you about a little, just a little bit about you. What are your values, your idea, and what you're looking for?
Okay, so I'm Melissa Smith. I'm a registered dietitian and marketing professional. And a little bit about me, I am very plugged into my industry as a registered dietitian. And so my goal and my mission is to connect dietitians globally and to help create resources for them, professional development resources, clinical nutrition resources at an affordable cost.
Okay, great. So dietitian, so we're talking like, so these would be people that are working with people to lose weight, nutrition, that type of thing?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, gotcha. How long have you been doing that for?
So I'm a recent registered dietitian. I've been a dietitian for 1 year. I was doing my internship at the same time with my MBA. So I got my MBA in marketing. So I wrapped that up last August.
Okay.
And overall, nutrition-wise, I mean, it takes 7 years, with undergrad and the internship. So I've been in the industry for 7 years already, even though I've only been a dietitian for 1 year. And as far as working on my business and this idea, it's been incorporated since March, but I've been working on the business throughout my 2 years at my MBA.
Gotcha. Okay, great.
Yes.
So it kind of was an idea that came about when you were going through your MBA. That's awesome.
Yes, exactly.
That's how FedEx was created.
Yeah. It was
FedEx
perfect. So I got to do the market research and everything.
Class, but yet the professor thought it was the craziest thing. They failed him, and yet look what happened. Not to say that's going to happen here, but but nonetheless, that's awesome. So so tell me a little bit about what what the business is, what you're a little bit more what you want to do to connect dietitians, what value that you're offering, and what kind of difference you can make in that field, and again, what you're looking for.
Okay. So I want to create a platform, a website, and an app that dietitians can plug into easily anywhere that they're at. So right now there are a few websites that exist, but the problem is, they have pretty bad user experience, user interface, and very expensive, hard to find the resources that we're looking for, and pretty much outdated resources, kind of the same information over and over. So I want to do something similar to, modernize things, make it like Bumble and Shaper, really make it easy for dietitians to connect to exactly what they're looking for, connect to the dietitians that they want to work with, the colleagues that they're looking for, the resources that they're looking for. So everything is going to be very custom and tailored to their preferences, and using AI to connect them in the best way possible. So around the app and the website, the user experience that they'll have, and connecting virtually. So another problem that we have is when we want to find the latest new healthy products on the market, or if we want to hear about the latest research, or we want to connect with each other, our colleagues, dietitian to dietitian, we usually attend a conference once a year. And this could rack up the cost. It could cost around $2,000 for a dietitian to attend if you're considering the price of the ticket and the flight and the hotel and everything. But that's where we really like to go, and we like to network not only with each other, with dietitians, but with food industry professionals, healthcare industry professionals. We like to see what's in the market. It's a good opportunity for us to find, better job opportunities and work with these companies. So a lot of dietitians nowadays are in social media. They're trying to get collaborations and sponsorships. It's very much hard to do that virtually, and to really easily be able to, just find a platform where you could easily do this at any time. So that's one of the main things we're doing. So how we're doing that, our plan for revenue is first to set up one major thing to the dietitians need, all dietitians need, is continuing education credits. And so, like I said, with the professional development and providing resources for dietitians, that's going to be our major source of revenue. And one of the main features of the platform is to provide comprehensive continuing education courses. So right now we have a lot of one-off webinars. You tune in for 1 hour and you kind of get like a little piece of information on a subject, but we want to create really comprehensive courses that will, have like 12 different webinars and different topics, provide worksheets with that, provide the community that you can be part of. If you took this course, then you can talk to other people who took this course and you can share ideas. So all of this will be something that we want to have on the platform, creating smaller communities, but also creating the global community and being able to really connect dietitians in all the ways that they desire.
Great. And what's the status like where you are? Like you said that you are right now, is it, just you got an app up right now? It's in.
Right now I'm planning the social media course first, and I have I'm using social media. So I have a Facebook group of around 250 dietitians, and I'm currently working with someone who we're creating the beta. So the website is not launched, it's not live yet, and we do not have an app, but we're working on the website to start with that. And be able to, get traction and raise funds to really be able to hammer everything else out. Gotcha.
Now, everything to date, has that been self-funded or friends, family, that type of thing?
Just self-funded. I've just spent a lot of time planning everything and getting market research and really trying to peel back, not have too many features, figure out what will have the most revenue, where to start first. And now I'm ready, I have everything planned out. So now we're starting the website, and we're, we have all the wireframes drawn up and for the app when we want to make it. So we know where we want to go, but yeah, it's definitely expensive. I haven't raised any money yet.
Okay. No worries. That's great. This is why you're here. I mean, number one, with me, I've been an investor and I have an investment company out for over 20 years, but there are other people that are going to be seeing this that also, and plus my resources too. Mm-hmm. So it's exciting to see what you're doing here. And I think, obviously you're filling a void here with dietitians. I guess, the way they access stuff is kind of archaic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're simplifying the process to not only connect dietitians to kind of learn from one another, but, tap in for their CEU credits and all that type of stuff, continuing education, mm-hmm. opportunities, and so forth. Okay, so that being said, do you have is there a business plan in place right now? You have everything you've given me, is that pretty much all written in stone, pretty much, or got that laid out?
I do have a pitch deck. I have a business plan. The business plan has changed and evolved a lot. With this course, this is something in the last 2 months that I've really been fleshing out and starting to plan out and write the topics and vet dietitians who have large followings to help me with that and everything. So that's not included in the plan yet, but I do have the projections and the numbers just kind of written down, but I could easily update that, today and send that over to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's what we're going to do because of the time. But what I want you to do is I'm going to give you my email address.
Okay.
It's Chris, CHRIS at ChristopherSalem.com. And the good news is I'm an investor and on the board for a startup company called Atchu. It's a Canadian-based company that has an algorithm that they use on an app mm-hmm. With the Fitbit that detects sickness in the body. Mm-hmm. So when I say sickness, this would be like the common cold, flu, maybe some viruses and stuff. Yeah, so right now they're in discussions with Johnson & Johnson, IBM Watson, Apple. Mm-hmm. So there's some big things are happening. So the good news why I bring that up is I could have access to certain developers that mm-hmm. can maybe help you. And these are rock star app developers.
Yes, that's right? The number one thing.
Yeah, you got to have the right one because you don't want to have one that just wants to take your money and do what, just to do what it has to get done. You want somebody that, that aligns with your values and is vested in this in some way other than just getting paid.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's more to talk about. So let's do this. If you can send me that over this week, I'm going to be going through a bunch of the pitches, and I'm going to be setting up some separate calls we can talk about. So make sure to leave your contact information, obviously, in your signature block, and we'll set some other things up to talk further on this. But I think I'm pretty excited to hear what you're doing, and I enjoy the space that you're in because obviously you're helping, people help others, and dietitians play an important role. So I'm really into the health and wellness segment. Awesome. So I'll be happy to see where I can serve and help you here. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'll send you that email, and thank you for taking the time. Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time this morning. Thank you. All righty. Talk soon. Okay. Bye. Bye.